Hello. Another lonely day. No one here but me. Oh, chocolate. Let's do a chocolate cake. Let's just talk about cocoa for a second, because that's what's going to give us the chocolate. It's the easiest thing you can melt chocolate. But the whole point of all these is to get people baking, and I want to get you baking in the simplest way possible. Not that, I don't really care that much, but but I think people should be able to bake because it leads on to all kinds of things. Anyway, 2 types of cocoa, 2 brands of cocoa. This one, really quite expensive, over £2 a pot, this, and I'm stony broke, so, but if you smell it, it's beautiful. It's what I call, it has, it's got some berry in it. You can sort of almost smell the beans of, the cocoa beans. This one, Bournville, Cadbury's Bournville. It's green and blacks, Cadbury's Bournville. This is more like your English chocolate, your dairy milk, Cadbury's dairy milk chocolate. That's what that smells of, and it's lovely. It's great. We're lucky that we got 2 tastes. Irony. The ironic thing is these are both owned by the same company, both brands. For a start off, there is no, people think there's a Mr. Green and a Mr. Black. They chose the name a few years ago, Green and Blacks, because it's organic, so it's green, and chocolate's black. Green and Blacks, brilliant. Green and Blacks is owned by Cadbury's. Cadbury's is owned by Kraft, and Kraft is owned by Mondelez. So, or Mondelez. So go figure. 2 cocos, same company. I'm going to use this. Damn the expense. I can't afford it, but there you go. We're going to make a little chocolate cake. Right. So let's put that there. Cocoa. We're going to start where we left off last time. I rambled on and on about weighing eggs. Weighed an egg 65 grams, so we've got a 65 gram egg. That means we need 65 grams of flour, 65 grams of sugar, and 65 grams of stalk. That's the stalk I use. It actually says perfect for cakes, and it is. It is perfect for cakes. Once again, it's something that gets you going and you get good results straight away, because if you get bad results straight away, you've got to have the motivation to keep on cooking. And I think everyone should cook, because it leads on all kinds of things. It's brilliant for kids. It teaches them so much. It teaches them science, it teaches them maths, it even teaches them some English, where they're having to read and decide that they'll come up against French terms. They'll come, brilliant. Right, now then, we've got to introduce the cocoa. What I'll do is, so we've got 65, we're using a 65 gram recipe. I happen to know, that a tablespoon of cocoa is about 7 grams. I want to put about 20% of the cocoa, I'm going to replace the 20% of the flour with cocoa. So if we take out 2 tablespoons of flour, maybe just shy of a full tablespoon. Put that back in the flour bag, because we don't want to waste anything. Then we put in 2 tablespoons of cocoa. Lovely rich, it's a lovely rich sort of mahogany brown colour, it's beautiful. Right, so now we're beginning, we've done the first step of a chocolate cake. The beauty of this whole recipe scheme that I'm trying to advocate is that you can bend it around and you can make it your own. So we've got white caster sugar there. If we switch that for a beautiful, rich, soft, dark soft brown sugar, which is like, you know, you smell it, you can smell like caramel and everything like that. So straight away, let's take that away. Thank you, Mr. Green and Mr. Black. Straight away, there's a little recipe there. It's the same but completely different. So that gives you another. You've already done your basic sponge mix in the previous thing, rambling thing I did. Now we're going to do this. So let's get going with that. Let's put half a teaspoon of baking powder. Once again, I'm going a little bit, because I'm using those little tins, you'll see those in a minute. I'm going a bit easy on the baking powder, just so it doesn't, you know, split the top of the thing. So that goes in there. That's flour, cocoa, baking powder. Beautiful, rich, soft brown sugar, muscovado sugar. And the fat. The stock. .65 egg. Lovely, lovely. And then let's give it a whiz. Once again, as I did last time, if this is too loud, which it is, I'm going to crossfade and come back when it's all a bit more mixed. Alright, so once again, that's a bit stiff. I don't know if you can see it, hopefully you can see it this time. It's a bit. That's already beautiful chocolate mix. Let's just get it all off the side. If I can, it depends. I'm trying to keep this shorter than I did last time. If I can, I'll show you how short the time that was to mix that. I suppose I could always dip the sound. A splash of milk, we went through that last time, splash of milk. It's funny, but just that single splash straight away turns it from a sort of almost a dough into a proper cake batter. Just a little bit more, gently, gently. Wax it up the side. That is lovely. Right. We now have, plopping away, beautiful chocolate cake mix, and that really is beautiful. I haven't put the salt in that I did last time. Different finger, there you go. Because I don't think you need, because the chocolate and the sugar are so wham that you know, I don't think it needs that little. The salt and the vanilla was on a Victoria sponge to stop it being bland. Right, now then. Preheat the oven. You should have done that before that. What I'm going to do, let me just get this. Put that there. In the base of the oven, on the floor of the oven, going to have this little roasting tin with boiling hot water on in preheat the oven so you get this nice steamy atmosphere, and it's going to be great. I'll probably, because I haven't got the oven on because it makes too much noise. It's a fan oven, it makes too much noise. So what I'm going to do is a bit of movie magic, but here we go. So there's the oven. It goes down there. It goes in. Push that in. Close the oven. That's ticking away nicely. So, here's the tins. Grease the tins. Divide it up evenly. I might. Is it worth doing it? You can weigh these to make them absolutely equal, but I'm going to take a chance. 1, 2, 3. Another one in there. Spread it all out. Got dead air today, I'm not very chatty, sorry. Spread it all out. They go in the oven. Because they are small tins, I don't know, be looking at them in about 12 minutes, something like that. But there we have it. There's the mix in the tins. Oven's going to be preheated, steaming, nice moist atmosphere. They're not going to do. They can sit there for a little while whilst I really preheat the oven, and then I'll see you next time. I'll show you the cake when it's done. Probably what I'm thinking of is I'm doing something with the jam. What I'm going to do. I'm sort of doing like a pretend Black Forest Gâteau. So I've got some black cherry jam, and I'm going to get some whipped cream to fill them. But what I'm going to do is whip the jam so it really cuts it up, so it's really fine. Spread it on both sides, cream in the middle, Bob's your uncle, as we say. And I'll see you next time. Well, I doubt it because you're bored, but I'll see you. Ta-da.